everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited for today's video. I say that in every video, but you already know the makeup and yaps are my favorite because I get to talk to you guys really closely and I get to just like open up and hang out. I answer a lot of your questions and I just talk to you guys about my life and like life updates. So if you ever want to like keep up with me, I know there's a whole bunch of new subscribers, which I totally welcome you. And if you haven't subscribed yet, you're just new to my channel, welcome. Sorry, my cat is doing something there and I'm like, girl, what are you doing? But yes, if you're new to my channel, or let's say you're not subscribed, you're just scrolling around and this is just new to you, welcome. I hope that you're here to stay because I love posting on YouTube. I post fashion, vlogs, beauty, lifestyle, horseback riding, like so much stuff, travel. I have my cats running around, so if you notice them going crazy and having zoomies, it's because they're just feeling it. So in this video, we're going to be playing with makeup, skincare. I'm going to be talking to you guys all about like the new makeup that I have and answering some questions that you guys asked me. The questions are crazy in this video. I'm going to be opening up a lot. And I'm going to be talking about some pretty vulnerable things. I'm sure you saw from the title and the thumbnail. I'm going to be talking about things that I've never really talked about on social media. Usually my makeup and yaps are like that. I don't really talk so much about myself in like my fashion videos or even my vlogs. Sometimes you'll catch a little bit of me being personal in my vlogs, but these makeup and yaps are where like you will hear everything. You'll get to know me, we will hang out, and I talk to you guys like we're on FaceTime. So let's get started. The first question was, how are you? I love that question because I'm doing great. I actually love it because it's like, it's so open-ended. Like I can answer so many different ways. While I answer that question, I want to show you guys my latest cleanser that I'm obsessed with. It's by Origins. It's their new Utopia Apple Butter Cleansing Balm. This thing is amazing. I've been using it for like a week and my skin just feels so nice. I had an issue. I had like a clogged pore and I picked at it and it bruised my face. So yeah, look at this little guy. He's so comfy. I want to be as comfy as him right now. And I bruised my face. It's still a little bit there. I don't know if you guys can see, but I do have a bruise on my face. I highly recommend do not ever pick at your face. It was such a mistake that I did. Use a pimple patch. I use the Mighty Pimple Patch, which I do have in my new makeup and skincare bags that I'm obsessed with. I got these from TJ Maxx and like look at how cute. I got them because my sink doesn't have placeholders. Like I kind of just had everything spread out around my sink and I just hated the way it looked. So I grabbed these really cute makeup bags. I'm also gonna take them with me when I travel. They're very big and bulky, but like I love them. I'm gonna open one up so you guys can see it. Either way, I did need to get something from here. Ah! Oh my gosh, that would have been bad. But it opens up like this and like you can hang it up. It does have like a little hanger. I love it so much. And yeah, that was my skincare one. And these are the pimple patches I use. They are amazing. They will go deep into your pores and like take everything out. So highly recommend you guys get those. And I actually have a couple of products in here that I wanted to show you guys. So I'm happy I opened it up. Another skincare product I wanted to show you guys is this Elemis Pro Collagen Future Restore Serum. I love this thing so much. I've also been using it as like a duo. So I've been using the Origins Apple Butter Cleansing Balm and then the Elemis as my serum and I love it. It kind of like awakens your skin, which is so nice. And then this just cleans everything. Like it goes in there. I have this new rosemary serum. It's by the brand Necessaire. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but it's like a rosemary serum for your scalp. I haven't used it yet, but I did get it in the mail. Thank you to all these brands that have sent me stuff, by the way. I love trying out new products, so it's always great. My face is already cleansed and bare, so I'm gonna go ahead and open up my makeup bag. So how have I been? I have been good. Literally just focusing on YouTube and enjoying my space and my company with my cats. I'm living with my boyfriend, which is amazing. I love it. What else? I've been like hanging out with my family. Life has been really good and really chill. I've been really focusing on my business. If you guys don't know, I own a digital marketing agency. That's what I do full time. It is my job and I love it. And I've just been really creating a lot of content for clients there and it's amazing. I have been struggling with health a little bit. My eyes are actually going through a lot right now, which is why I actually have my glasses on because if I had them off, I literally can't see anything. It's really bad and I'm kind of just struggling with that at the moment. I'm gonna take off my glasses to put on makeup, but I wanted to see myself while I film for a little bit. But I have been struggling with my eyesight. I have a eye doctor appointment tomorrow. It's been really bad. I've been going to sleep and like my eyes are burning and I'm always like constantly having like tears in my eyes. And for you guys again that don't know, I do work on my laptop and phone 24/7. And if I'm not working, I'm doing my hobby. which is YouTube. So it's video editing and filming and bright lights in front of my face. So it's just a lot. My eyes are used to it, but they're getting so overworked and it's just affecting me now. And it sucks, but anyways, I don't want to talk about negative things too much. But yes, that is happening to me. And I just hope that, I don't know, my I snap out of it, and I hope it gets better, and I hope it doesn't affect me in the future when I'm older. But other than that though, I'm doing really good. I'm traveling in September, which I'm so excited about. If you guys don't know, I'm going to Greece for the very first time, and I'm so excited to be going. It hasn't sunk in yet. I don't know why it hasn't hit me. I think I've just been so focused on living in the moment that it's like not hitting me. But yes, I am traveling to Greece. Yes, I'm going to vlog everything, which by the way, if you are here for my New York vlog, thank you so much for watching it. So many of you, that vlog got so much good feedback, and that like means so much to me because like that's huge. I didn't know that that vlog would do so well. Tips are coming on. But yes, my New York vlog was so much fun. I'm so happy that a lot of you loved it, and I got really good feedback from that video. That means so much to me because all of these videos that I create and edit, I really do put 100% into them, and I just feel like the New York vlog really does show that because it's pretty much like a travel vlog, which is a bit out of my comfort zone. I just feel like I filmed it so well, and I filmed it in a way that's like, how would I love watching YouTube. That's something about me, is I love watching different vloggers, whether it's beauty, skincare, travel, or just like all around everything. I have so many of like my favorite YouTubers, and I do get inspired by their videos. And I realized that when you're a vlogger, you really have to understand aesthetic and cinematography and cinema. I know it sounds so weird, but it's true, especially when you're traveling. Getting all these still shots and b-roll is like, it's crazy. I really did love the New York vlog, and I feel like if you like those really cinematic type of videos, you would love my New York vlog. So definitely check it out if you haven't already. If you are a subscriber from the New York vlog, I welcome you, and I thank you so much for subscribing and tuning in, because that video is just the beginning of something so big. I'm getting so used to using a camera and editing, and I'm just kind of finding and discovering myself. But okay, let's go to the next question. It's actually about content creation, which is crazy that I brought that up. But how do you plan your videos and content? Someone asked me that, and I thought that was such a great question. By the way, the primer I used was the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. Love this thing. Bobbi Brown sent it to me like a while back, but I love it. I use it all the time. Another product that's new that I wanted to show you guys is the ELF Sun Touchable Wow Glow. So cool, and I wanted to get it for my Europe trip. I really do want to do nice makeup, but also take care of my skin and use a lot of SPF, so I'm gonna be using that. I'm going to put on my lip stain now. So I usually don't, fun fact, plan content. So I actually just hired someone to work with me on my business, on my digital marketing agency, because it is a lot. And she has taught me how to use Notion. She's my favorite person ever. But this collaboration with Bella is really something. She has taught me how to like organize my life and just get things together. So I have been using Notion lately to plan all of my content, and I love it. I just feel like I have a really good way to view my content as a whole versus just like waking up and saying, okay, what are we doing today? There's now strategy and intention with every post. So that's definitely a way that I've been planning my content. And big shout out to Elephant Marketing's newest digital marketing director, Bella. She's been, again, helping me so much with just getting my life together. It really is this dynamic duo. We work so good together. I'm so grateful for her. So the next question is creepy stories. So I really don't have any creepy stories that I wanted to mention on my channel. So with that being said, I'm gonna talk about my stalker story, which I feel like I can talk about this now. It was definitely something that a few years ago I told myself I was never gonna talk about on social media. I was never gonna get into it, or I don't know, just bring it up again. But I thought, you know what? I think my story can be used to bring awareness to certain situations and serve as a reminder that things do happen, and to be really aware of your surroundings. So this is what I'm gonna talk about, and it is about stalking and really sensitive topics. So if you guys do not want to hear about it, feel free to fast forward if you want, but if you want to hear the tea, this is definitely the tea. Before I get into the tea, actually, I wanted to show you guys this Ulta purchase. So I went to Ulta, like I would say maybe a month ago, and they had a sale going on where things were like cents. Like this blush right here, these blushes were 70 cents. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get those and use them for my video. So I just wanted to show you guys the receipt. Literally, I spent here $23, but like, look at all the stuff I got. It's actually insane. Like, I got this blush, I got this bronzing drops, I got these blush drops, some more blush. Like, highlighter. I got like all of this stuff. So everything was under $1. So I was like, okay, we need to try this out. And like they're good brands. Like the brands are Revolution, LA Girl, like such big brands. So we're gonna be playing with makeup today and I'll talk about each one that we're gonna be using. I'm gonna go in with my Laneige now. You guys already know I love my Laneige so much. I use my Berry Balm, but recently I found out that they had their seasonal limited edition summer mango Laneige balm, which I love the taste of it. I don't really love that it's yellow. I feel like it gives off Lemontini, the Rhode Beauty peptide lip treatment, which I don't have it, but it does look so yummy. But you see how it's like yellow? It kind of washes me out a little bit versus the Berry Balm that like truly gives my lips like a rosy look. Okay, so my stalker story. Let's get into it. I'm gonna be putting on blush. This is Vacay Flush by LA Girl. So cool, and like look at that. Amazing. So if you guys do not know, now you do know that I used to have an office space and I loved that office space so much. It was so close to like my parents' house. At the time I used to live there and it was just like the perfect price, the perfect space, perfect location. Like it was everything to me. I loved it so much and I stopped renting there because I ended up moving out of my parents' house. So I was like, okay, there's not really any point of renting. I could just save money for my future house than like just stay there and like rent and just kind of like, I don't know. I have my own space now. Like I work from home, so it works out. But before, it was like the perfect thing ever. And I think about that office space all the time. Like I truly miss it so much, but it did have a lot of lore behind the scenes. So I got into an office space. I remember checking it out with the realtor. Well, not the realtor, like the maintenance man. So sketchy, but whatever. And I loved it. Like right away, I was like, oh my gosh, it's perfect. It wasn't a big office space. It was perfect for what I needed. I just kind of wanted an office that was small, not too big. I could bring clients in. Okay, I'm using the Revolution Bright Light 4-in-1 Face Glow in the shade Radiance Tan. I love this thing so much. It's literally just like I guess you can call it like a primer. I probably should have put it on before my blush. I don't know why I did that, but it's not a big deal. We're going to test this out today. I love the applicator, by the way. Here's how it looks. So I was like, you know what? I love it. It's a good price. I'll take it. So I took it. And right away, my first day that I was just moving in, this was before my dad and like my parents were helping me like move in. I just was checking it out and I saw there was a man next door who was a bit older. Not that I was judging him. I just don't want you guys to think that I judge people based off of what they look like. It's just more of like being aware. So he did kind of remind me, just so you guys get a picture of him, of the man from Back to the Future, like Doc, the crazy scientist. He kind of reminded me of him. He didn't really look like him too much, but I don't know. He was that like age. It was just a very strange demeanor, but he introduced himself and he was like, hi. He didn't say his name. He was just like, hi, yeah, I'm next door. And he was like, oh, like the music studio's so loud down there. I work here at night, so like, you know, I hear them all the time, whatever. Just introducing himself. And I think I was with Jose at the time and I was like, oh, like we were like, oh, okay, like cool, thanks for telling us, whatever. And then I was like, in my head, I'm like, okay, so that's like my neighbor, not a big deal, cool. He just seemed like a normal older man. So I end up moving in. My parents helped me move in. My dad puts the TV. Jose helps me with the table. Like literally all my family is so nice. Like they are the best. I love my sister, like everyone. They helped me set it up so well. And I was able to do a lot in that office space for a while. I think I was actually in that office space for only 3 months. My lease was for a year. So moving on. Okay, so this is how that product looks. I love it. It immediately makes me look bronzier, but such a natural glow. I love this. I'm going to put on more blush on top of the one that I literally just covered up with this Revolution 4-in-1 Glow, but look at how cool this looks. I love this product. I can't believe I spent 90 cents on it. Okay, now I'm going to put on the blush drops in Rosy Pink. I'm gonna put like that much. Ooh. Okay, there. I was all settled in, so now I'm like, okay, I can start going to the office by myself. Not that I needed anyone in the beginning, but since I was setting up, carrying a lot of like heavy things, you know, my dad or my boyfriend was always going with me, but this time I was going alone. So I got to my office space and right when I opened the door, I hear my neighbor, we're gonna name him Michael. No, I'm just kidding. We're gonna name him Blueberry. I don't want to say his name, obviously. Not that I'm scared or anything because I really don't care anymore. That's why I didn't even want to talk about it on social media because I did not want him to find me at all. So I opened the door and Blueberry comes out and right when he hears me open the door and he's like, oh, like you're here. Hi, welcome back, whatever. And he's like, you know, you don't need to lock your door. Stop the scary thunder. He's like, you don't need to lock your door. You could just leave it open. No one comes. And I was like, Oh, okay. Let me just remind you guys that this is an office space. Like, I was right next to him. The bathroom is like right in front of us, and there's like a water fountain, and the hallway is really tiny. Like, I kind of felt like he was in my personal bubble. I didn't really feel like I had like some personal space. When he was talking to me, it just felt so strange, and I just didn't, I felt so icky. I didn't feel good when he was like talking to me. So right away I was like, okay, that's weird, you know? But I wasn't gonna judge him right off the bat. I just thought, okay, that's weird. He still was like not really bothering me. Like, he was just like, okay, weird. It was literally just me and my neighbor all the time in the office space. Like, he was always there. I would go from maybe like 9 to 5, 6, like before it got dark, and he was just always there, like constantly, even at night. Sometimes I would go at night because I wanted to like film like a late night live stream or hang out with my sister or something, or like watch TV. I don't know, I would want to go at night, and he was always there. So we will get into everything else now. So these are how the blush drops look like. They look so good, by the way. I am obsessed with this Revolution line, and so happy it was on sale. Now I'm gonna try the bronzing drops. It gets crazy, guys. So every time I would leave my office space, I noticed that he would hear my door and immediately come out. And I was like, dude, what does he want? Like, it was just kind of like a moment that I was like, what's going on? Like, why is he always outside when I go outside? It was so weird. I was so weirded out. Like, I just kind of noticed that it started being a pattern. So I started pretending to go outside, and I noticed he would open his door. So like, I would open my door and close it, like if I was leaving, and I noticed he would go outside just to test out the theory. And I was like, what is going on? Like, why is he wanting to talk to me constantly and follow me? Like, it was just weird. And I was, well, he wasn't following me yet. I'll get to that now. But spoiler alert, I just noticed that he was just being so strange. And then he was always on the phone talking so loud. And like, guys, I mean loud. I'm going to insert clips just so you guys could see what I was talking about, because it was just so bad. Like, I wish I was being dramatic, and that's a lot of the reason that I didn't want to tell people at first, because I was like, okay, maybe I'm being dramatic. I didn't want to complain about something that I was so happy about, because I was so happy about my office space. You guys don't understand. I was like ecstatic about it. I still am like so happy about it. Like, I'm so happy I did that. Obviously, it was really annoying and really stressful, but it doesn't change the fact that it was such an amazing experience. Okay, I'm gonna go put my camera to charged because it's dying. I mean, I knew this was gonna be a long story, so hold on to your seats for a second. All right, guys, we're back. I'm using my vlogging camera. If you notice that I look a little closer to you guys, it's because it's a different camera. Where was I? I just started to notice that he would like kind of follow me whenever I would like leave. It was really weird, and I was very uncomfortable because I just wanted to do my job and like go home. I didn't need someone to constantly talk to me or follow me, or I don't know. It was just a mess. I'm putting on powder, by the way, if you can't already tell. So that was just really bad. All in all, I was so constantly uncomfortable, and I would call my dad every time I was leaving just so he wouldn't talk to me, until one day I ran into him and he literally watched me close up get into my office space. It was so weird. I just felt so uncomfortable. And then one day Jose and I ran into him, and he was talking to Jose, and we looked into his room a little bit, and we noticed there was an air mattress there. I understand that in Miami, the housing situation is really bad. I know that it's really expensive to rent anywhere. It's really expensive to own a house, and I totally get it. Obviously, like, it's against the rules, like according to the realtor, but I had no solid evidence other than him having an air mattress in his room. So that was kind of like a theory that I had, that he lived there. So knowing that information, I was like, okay, maybe he lives there. That's good to know, because now I know he's always there. I'm putting on the glow drops now. These are the Star Do Gold glow drops by Revolution, which I'm so excited to use this product because I've never used it before. I'm going to put it on my highlighter brush. That obviously was just kind of like a telltale sign that I'm like, okay, maybe he's just like a little uncomfortable because he doesn't want people finding out that he lives there. It could have been so many things. I'm not gonna assume, but now I kind of know, okay, he probably lives here. After that, it started getting really, really bad. This is where it gets really creepy, guys. So I remember I used to leave my office space, and he would come out every time I would get out, and then I started to look back, and I would see him looking outside the door, watching me go to my car. Ugh, I literally have goosebumps. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's really bad. I absolutely started getting so mad, because I was like, okay, now he's going way too far with it. Like, at first, whatever, he wanted to always talk and always run into me, fine. He wants to live there, fine. He wants to corner me, fine. He wants to be loud in his office, cool. Doesn't bother me. But now he's watching me as I'm going to my car and following me, and he would go down the stairs, and I was like, absolutely not. So that happened maybe like 5 times. And I just want to kind of tell you guys how I was feeling during this time. This period of my life was very, very dark and bad because I was overly paranoid. It was really bad. I was constantly looking over my shoulder, constantly looking to see where he was, trying to trick him. And I started realizing this isn't normal. I shouldn't have to be feeling like this. Being someone who rents at an office space, it's just trying to like do work and enjoy their space that they're paying money for. No, like I just felt right away, this is so unfair. Like I was so mad. I was constantly like, it is not fair that I have to feel this way. I was so unhappy. So the very last time that he looked outside the door and he did that, I screamed at him. I literally went to him and I go, what do you want? Why do you keep watching me? What? And so then when I said all that, he pretended not to see me, and then he closed the door and he went downstairs like if he was coming towards me. I was so scared. I ran to my car and I immediately called the realtor, and I saw he was like going to his car, like pretending he didn't see me. I called the realtor and I had to tell her, and I told her what was going on. I was like, you know, this has been going on for some time. I didn't want to say anything because I really didn't want to like bother. I love my space and I'm just really happy with like my office. I didn't want to like say anything. And then the lady was like, no, I'm so glad you did. The realtor was really nice. She did say that like if anything did happen, that she wasn't really the person to call. So like if he did put his hands on me or I don't know, really actually like follow me home, I should call like police. But I didn't really feel like he did anything like that. There was some points that I would be in my car and he would go to his car at the same time that I would, and I'm like, oh my gosh, is he following me? During that time of my life, again, it was really dark and I was so constantly paranoid and hypervigilant, and I'm just remembering like it was just a really bad time in my life regarding that instance. Like everything else in my life was going so well, and then like of course something had to like ruin it in a way. Like it was just so weird. I felt miserable because he was just constantly making my office space experience so negative. So the realtor did something really nice and she was like, would you like to get another space in our other building? Which the building was like right across the street, so I would have still ran into him, but at least he wasn't like next to me hearing me stalking me. So I told her yes, like if that's you know the case, like yeah, I would love to. And she kept the same rate and I got a bigger space. So everything happened for like a reason. I was so grateful for my second space. I love the second space even more than the first one. And fun fact, there was a space that had 2 rooms that they were like, okay, you can go in this one, but you have to wait 2 months in order to move into it. And I was like, oh no, like I can't wait any longer. Like I need to move right away. So they gave me a smaller space and I moved into that one. But I would have wanted the one with 2 rooms, but unfortunately, like I wanted to get out immediately. So yeah, that's my stalker story. I don't know if I did a good job explaining it, but it was really bad, you guys. I don't know how I went through that alone because that was really stressful. And like my boyfriend, my parents were constantly like worried for me. It was just really, really bad. Everything was bad. I'm gonna now try their blush. So I tried Vacay Flush right now. I'm gonna be trying Hot Nights now because I want to try like every product that we have here. I think this one's really bright. Look at how pretty that color is. So yeah, guys, that's my stalker story. Someone asked, do you have a creepy story? And I would say that is my creepiest story. I don't want you guys to think that I judged him for how he looks, or definitely judged him for anything other than the situation at hand. I'm telling you guys this story so you can know, ladies, never be afraid to stand up for yourself and say something if something is bothering you. I think that's what that taught me, and now in life I'm very aware of things, and if something doesn't make me feel good, I will speak up and say something, and I'm not afraid anymore. And I also just wanted to bring awareness to these type of situations because they do happen, and I'm very lucky and grateful that nothing serious did happen to me. On a brighter note, let's talk about channel plans. Someone asked YouTube channel plans. So I don't have any crazy plans other than just keep growing my community and just keep posting fashion content and vlogs. I didn't think I was going to be traveling so much this year. I went to New York, I went to Savannah, Georgia, I'm going to Greece. Like, I'm traveling a lot this year, so you guys are getting a lot of travel content. Next year I am going to Costa Rica for a wedding, so you guys are probably going to see Costa Rica content. I'm so excited for that one, but I don't think I'm going to travel a lot next year. I'm not really sure where life's going to take me next year. We're going to see, but as of right now, just channel plans is just still focus on fashion and maybe more horseback riding vlogs. If you guys ever have suggestions, make sure you let me know in the comment section. I'm always open to making videos that will make you guys happy. I love YouTube. And another question that I did get, someone asked me why YouTube, which I love that question so much. I'm putting check marks on all the questions I answer. Why YouTube? Definitely because I love recording videos and editing. And also I just feel like this is a platform that is so different from any other platform that's out. Like, yes, of course, there's TikTok and there is Instagram. And I just feel like as much as I love my community on there, I just feel like there's nothing more special to me than reaching my people, if that makes sense. Like, I love reaching the people that I would never reach on Instagram. I want to meet new people and I want to inspire new people, and I just feel like I don't have that on Instagram at all. So YouTube really is a platform that is so special to me, and it's giving me that outlet where I can meet new people and I can experience it in like a different light. So I do love that. Are we finished with makeup? I think we are. This came out amazing. I feel so pretty. I love all of the products that I used, you guys. They were so nice and so inexpensive. Thank you guys so much for tuning in this makeup and YAP. I am so excited for content to come. Stay tuned for Greece. If you guys again love my travel vlogs, there is going to be a big Greece vlog coming out, and I'm so excited to take you guys with me on that one because it's going to be so beautiful and nice. So stay tuned. Regarding content, there's going to be so much fashion content coming, so just stay tuned for that as well. More makeup and YAPs. This was a crazy tea time makeup and YAP. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye everybody.